But let's go to the States now, where similar scenes were across the nation in many parts of America. Here's a rally that took place today in New York City.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, from the river to the sea, from the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine, free Palestine.
If you're unfamiliar with that chant, it is calling for the elimination of Israel. It is a chant often used by Hamas itself as a rallying cry. So what was the president of the free world, our commander-in-chief, doing as this war broke out in the Middle East? Well, he was hosting a barbecue with a live band, which the headlines quickly picked up on and made sure that everyone knew about. Here's the headline from the Wall Street Journal. Don't take my words for it. Here it is. Here it is. That's what he was busy doing as the word spread. White House slammed for hosting barbecue with live band as war rages in Israel. Really? You couldn't have done that at a different time? You couldn't have rescheduled, perhaps? And yet here's President Biden saying that their support of Israel is as rock solid as ever.
The United States stands with the people of Israel in the face of these terrorist assaults. Israel has the right to defend itself and its people. Full stop. My administration's support for Israel's security is rock solid and unwavering.
Rock solid and unwavering, huh? That's really weird because you just handed Iran $6 billion a couple of weeks ago in some weird prisoner swap, and you told us, your Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, told us when questioned about what if this money will be used for something really bad? No. We were assured by Blinken that that just wasn't possible. America would hold Iran to account. Iran, the godfather of all terrorism in the Middle East. Yeah, sure. You're going to hold them to account. I don't really think so. I'm sure everyone's really missing one man right now because, love him or hate him, President Trump brokered unprecedented peace in the Middle East throughout his entire term. And he knows exactly what's taken place. In fact, he said it would take place as soon as that $6 billion left American hands and was given to the Iranians.
I predicted war on Israel immediately after it was announced that Joe Biden gave the $6 billion to Iran. They got so much money. At this time, Israel and the United States need a very strong partnership and leadership. I got to have strong leaders. You don't have strong leaders, it doesn't matter how many army tanks you have. In addition to the billions of dollars given to Hamas, top funder Iran, Joe Biden restored hundreds of millions of dollars to the very corrupt Palestinian entities. He gave them hundreds of millions of dollars. Many people didn't even know it. Wonder what deal he made. Joe Biden betrayed Israel. He betrayed our country. As president, I will once again stand with Israel, and we will cut off the money to Palestinian terrorists on day one.
Meanwhile, our own Prime Minister is still playing really dumb about Iran. In fact, I'm not sure whether he's just playing dumb or he's actually that dumb, and which is worse.
Do you agree with the US? Is it your view that Iran is to blame here?
Well, certainly those examinations will take place over coming days. But this is an aggression initiated by Hamas that was not anticipated. There was no foreshadowing of this.
When we have no enemies on our borders, the world can be a very dangerous place. And to focus more on the real challenges we face, as opposed to all the first world problems that tend to preoccupy our political class. Now, I wonder how many Israelis are fretting right now about climate change or trans rights or wearing masks on public transport. But lest we all think every Australian thinks as we do about the right of Israeli citizens to live free and safe in their own country, These scenes in Sydney should horrify us all.
I'm smiling and I'm happy. I'm elated. It's a day of courage. It's a day of happiness. It's a day of pride. It's a day of victory. This is the day we've been waiting for.
This preacher, this Muslim imam, is Ibrahim Dardoon. And here he is at a recent iftar dinner this year with the Prime Minister. Dardoon, who gave the closing prayer in the Prime Minister's presence, here he is not some random wayward cleric who's crossed a line in Sydney on the weekend, but someone with repugnant views, horrific views, that no Australian can possibly support, who we now know has the ear of our national leader. Now, as I said, the price of peace is eternal vigilance, as much here in Australia as everywhere else, that we do not sanction this sort of intolerance and hatred in our own country, that we stand with Israel and we condemn these attacks on the world stage.